Alright guys, we're going to fight Heresy here. We're going to be using the shotgun and pistol. So as soon as you get, you're able to go and equip the shotgun and shoot him in the head. Then we're just going to try and go for headshots. Okay.
Damned if I'm going to die in here.
So just hit him once in the face with the shotgun, and then pistol him a bunch. Now if he drops his worms like that, that means you're almost done. Just equip the grenades and throw it. Make sure to throw it far enough to where you don't get hit by it. And you may need a couple more pistol rounds in his face, but this shouldn't, as long as you start off with the shotgun there, you shouldn't have too much trouble. It does seem to be kind of damage based, but not entirely. Damage, so if you want to use a magnum round on it, that's fine, but obviously we're trying to save magnum rounds. Go ahead and use this time to do all your reloads and that kind of stuff, because on our next part we're going to be in a place, but we shouldn't even have trouble with that too. I'm going to give you a good strategy for that. Now, if you wanted to use a magnum round after the shotgun round, I do suggest it sometimes. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to trigger the checkpoint, and then I'm going to load the checkpoint. Just so that there's our checkpoint. Okay. And it's saving the profile as well. And then I'm going to load the checkpoint and show you why. Alright guys, so I just reloaded the checkpoint, and this part is going to be really easy for you. You should only maybe die once or twice at all. We're going to pull up to the spot and go ahead and stand, back up just a few steps and keep your pistol. Keep your pistol equipped. That box is going to come flying down here. You do need to readjust your camera, but all of what I'm saying right now doesn't realistically matter, because what we're going to do, we're going to push this all the way over here that we can. Up. And I'm going to break it. There we go. Now, basically, I'm just going to stand in front of Kidman. I am going to help here for a couple parts, especially if the enemies come on the bus. I am going to take them out with my pistol, preferably, if they come on the bus. I don't want him to be able to light his dynamite is the key here. Now, there is also another trick for this area. The enemies cannot melee you when you're in the back of the bus. I've sat there just meleeing enemies before, and they don't hit you. Now, when she says enemies on the right, go ahead and shoot that barrel if you can. There we go, to take care of that sniper. And then just stand here virtually next to Kidman. Now, if you can shoot them like I can't, that might be better. At this point, I'm going to run over and get some ammo.
Get to cover. They're shooting from above.
Alright, so I'm going to run away from that dynamite, obviously. Now, normally, if what I should have done is hopefully shot him before he got a chance to light his dynamite. If you successfully do that before he gets a chance to light his dynamite, you're basically just going to sit here. Now, I'm going to help take care of this Molotov guy. Any guy that shows up here, you want to try and help to take out. And if you're really struggling, even use a sniper round or a grenade or a magnum round. It's okay. I'm just going to try and do it with just pistol, because sniper rounds are what I'm going to use pretty soon. That grenade should take him out because he lit it and then fell down. And we got more enemies coming up, and we got more enemies coming on the bus, so I'm actually going to pull out the magnum here just to make it one-shot kills. But I'm not going to have to use too many, fortunately. And basically, as long as you sit here, Joseph and Kidman will take care of virtually all the enemies. The Molotovs can't hit you. And again, to make sure you're backed up full the way, aim and then back up. And that's how you can make sure that you are backed up all the way. Now, as you can see, as I try and aim, it's kicking me out of it. You may need to move a slight bit if that happens.
Leave these ones to me.
There we go. And that's all it needs to take. Not very hard if you know where to stand. Even if you have trouble aiming like I did, it's not that hard to compensate by just dodging that dynamite. Now I'm gonna reload. Looks like it let me got that gel. That's awesome. Then I'm gonna try and get some pistol ammo out of it. And here's our checkpoint. And I'm obviously gonna reload the checkpoint. All right, guys. So this is the next part of the Heresy. We're gonna use most of our we're gonna use some of our shotgun ammo here, mainly because we have more shotgun ammo than pistol ammo at this point. But it is kind of gonna be headshot based. So what we're gonna do, the first part is scripted. You'll end up on the left, and basically try and just shoot him in the head as many times as possible. First, his first swipe, I believe he's invulnerable until he does his first swipe. Or at least I try shooting him, and it doesn't work, which is weird. Now, when he goes away like that, it usually means he's about to do something weird. So like that. Like that. There we go. And I'm going to use pistol, try and get him off. Alright, so at this point, he's releasing his little guys, and of course, we're using grenades. And so we're going to keep you unloading. I only have one pistol round left anyway. There we go. Pick up some shotgun rounds. Now when she says watch out right like that, he's going to swipe right and swipe left. And so that's the kind of triggers you're going to want. Now he's going to drop his little buddies again. We're going to use our grenades. Just make sure to time it to where to aim it to where you're not getting hit for one. And basically it's just 2 more frequencies of that. Now make sure to try and get these as quickly as possible so that you have them when you get the checkpoint. And that's it for Mr. Heresy, I believe. I don't think he's going to catch us one more time. Nope. And Kidman's doing some hell of driving. Ho, sucker! There we go, and that's halfway through this chapter. We're going to go and skip this, and then I'll start you on the next part, which goes back into a bunch of my old strategies. It's all about stealth. We're going to try and save ammo. We're going to use stealth. Yeah. Can't skip it.
Just get us out of here.
There's an ambulance there. There might be some kind of first aid. I'll go.
No, I'll do it. Don't let any of them on board.
There we go. Crouch, and there's our checkpoint. So I'll see you on the other side of the checkpoint. Of the cut. Alright guys, for this part, what we're going to do, we're going to be using the barrels. It's not that hard, it just may take some times and maybe a couple tries, but you shouldn't rage too much about it. I'm equipping my harpoon bolts, sorry, my agony crossbow so that I can pick that up. Then basically, a lot of what we're going to be doing is just luring an enemy to one enemy or two to a specific spot, and then killing them. I'm gonna throw a bottle right to the right of that explosive, and I'm basically just gonna wait until they both show up. There we go. Just make sure they're both showing up. There we go. Now there's a third one that may have seen me, so just in case, I'm running and hiding. You can get under this if you need to. I did see him when I got down here. I didn't mean to get actually down here. Okay. Let's try that one more time really quick. Alright, so now that other enemy is still there. There we go. Now, I'm not going to use the that far barrel right now, simply because it's better to be effectively killing 2 or 3 enemies as opposed to just 1 is what it would do. We're also going to move this barrel into the center just in case we need to retreat and use it, which we very well might. Not only am I going to put it in the center, I'm actually going to bring it out a little bit. Right about... No, that's a little far. I didn't mean to knock it over. Let's move it back actually against that truck. There we go. So, what we're going to do over here, we're going to do the same kind of trick. We're going to move that barrel into place, and then we're going to use a bottle to lure enemies. Be careful that you're not seen too early here. Otherwise, it can make things a little more difficult, like how I just did. So right now, what I'm actually going to do is use this barrel back here on this dynamite enemy. And then I am going to hide, just in case more are coming because they heard it. But they probably should have heard him using the dynamite before that even. Okay, so it doesn't look like any more are coming or hurt us. And we're going to try that again. And that's why I put that there as kind of a backup. You see these barrels on the right? We're going to do the same thing with those. And there is pistol ammo over here, which is great. There's matches if you end up having to use a shotgun match thing. There's matches around here as well. So that's usually the guy that sees you right there. We still got this barrel good to go. But we still want a backup barrel. So you can kick these, or you can just crouch and push them. Like so. I prefer to crouch and push them. That way they're standing up. Except if you apparently hit it on that little ledge. Either way, so we got it in a place that we can run around it if we need to. Again, we're using this barrel. Now, I don't want him to see me before I'm ready. That's why I'm taking my time here. There we go. That's right, walk away. And the reason I'm doing this way is because I want multiple enemies to show up and potentially get destroyed by this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around searching for a bottle. I believe we do have one left other than the one that got destroyed. Oh, here it is. It didn't get destroyed. Awesome. And the great thing about using bottles instead of your ammo is that you can actually lure them. As opposed to them seeing you. So I'm gonna just on the other side of this combustible, so that they don't move the combustible. And I'm gonna hide behind here and keep my hypothetical reticle on the barrel. They didn't hear that bottle. That's annoying. Let's go see if we have another bottle. If not, then we'll just use the pistol method, which is fine. If that's what you're gonna do, then that's what you gotta do. There's some matches there, for instance. Oh, I did forget to mention, before you do any of those, you're gonna want to take out the sniper, because if you go much further, he sees you and takes you out pretty easily. There we go. Now, considering the distance, I don't believe anyone should have heard us. Nope, okay. So now I'm basically going to be using both of these barrels because I have to use the pistol method to alert. Because I have to use the pistol method to alert. There we go. Hopefully his dynamite doesn't explode it. Awesome. Up. There we go. And then we have room for another one. Alright, so they're not following me, which is fine. You know, better to try and take out one enemy at a time. Where are they? Looks like they went entirely back to their path. So because we still have some more explosive barrels here. Oh, barrel, single one. I'm going to try and lure them again. And we're going to use this one on him. See here, right up against the truck is my preferred. There we go. Let's see if we can lure them here. Nope. Okay. So that it's okay if you explode that anyway because it's not friendly. Now for this next part, you are going to intentionally have them see you, and depending on the enemy, depends on whether you're going to use this barrel or not. Now this has failed on me before, but not consistently. It usually works pretty well. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to move that barrel, and then I believe we have an explosive right there, which may be able to take out a zombie. I believe one of the zombies, the haunted path that way. We got another explosive barrel over there, so I'm actually going to try and use that right now. I'm keeping an eye on the left here is what I'm doing, just in case she comes around that corner I can crouch. There we go. So after I do that, I don't know if she heard where the shot came from. I'm going to run all the way back here. And I'm actually going to get under this car. Or go through here. I'm going to get up just so I can see. Alright, see that person is glitched right now, which is unfortunate. Because as soon as they turn back is when I'm going to want to go back through and crouch all the way up behind them and knife them. That's unfortunate that they're glitched. So let me see if I can reset the glitch a little bit. There we go. So now they're walking back. And I'm going to go back through here. Oh, go, 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 go. And make sure to crouch as soon as you get through here. This person is... There we go. If you have too much trouble, use the explosive bolt on her. But we want to save it because there may or may not be a last enemy here. I don't recall. We're going to go back here and get this gel really quick. And I thought there were matches. No, it's just that. But it doesn't matter because we have full matches anyway. Now we're kind of looking for a last enemy. Just make sure, don't forget there's an explosive right there. So you don't want a chance, you don't want to, you know, make a rookie mistake, as I so often do, and get killed by that. Looks like that's all the enemies here. If the strategy is pretty basic, as long as you are use a little common sense about it, making sure there's no bear traps or anything. I don't believe there are, but we're gonna keep doing that. What I'm gonna do next here is we're gonna hop over this car, and there is an enemy there. So as soon as I hop over this car, I'm gonna switch to my shotgun. Okay, and I'm actually gonna run through here, and as soon as we get to the other side, there we go. Let's see if I can use a little more pistol ammo on it. There we go. That took a little too much ammo in my opinion, but we'll be alright because we're not going to be using much else. Now we're just going to use a bottle for the next couple enemies. You know, I apologize. If you were having trouble, you could have run around here and just shot this explosive. But put the bottle in your hand. Come on up here. I just prefer to get the map piece first, because we're about to trigger the checkpoint. There we go. What we're doing is we're triggering this. We're triggering the enemy right now, and all you have to do for this enemy is snipe them. Now I've had more luck sniping them under the shield as opposed to in the head. Unfortunately, it does require 2 shots. Hey, stop it. I'm moving as far back as I can. Because of the angle he's sitting at. There we go. Okay, so you're going to want to try and body shot him. Nope. And if you're like me, you're very glad you saved some sniper rounds because you suck at aiming. If you're like me. Sorry, I'm focusing. Ah, come on! Alright, there's one shot to the belly. And after you shoot him once is when the more enemies show up. At this point, we're gonna switch out to our flashbolt. And we're going to make more because we'll probably end up using more. But basically we're going to just rush the bus. Okay, so best if you can get to here without having to worry about it. And we're going to save our sprint.
Gotta get my hands on that machine gun.
For there. There we go. If you can do that, you can make it to the bus and circumvent that whole part, which is great. I do want to give credit to that strategy. Mine was similar, but Taylor's was better. Mr. Taylor Head on Twitch. I want to give credit for that strategy for Mr. Taylor Head on Twitch.
Shit.
Or at least where to jump over on the bus. And then now we just got this awesome cinematic, and then we start chapter 13, which may be my favorite chapter, except for one particular part. And quite honestly, I'm not even sure if you can die on this part. I wonder if anyone knows. Can you die on this part, or is it just zombie pinball? Oh no, I missed one. Haunted pinball, I should say. Damn it, Ruvik. This little smile he gets. Ruvik is a little too full of himself, that's for sure. Kidman! There we go. And that's the end of chapter 12. I hope my strategies helped you out, particularly on the beginning part. I thought those worked really well. It's not the hardest chapter in the world. It's a little bad for ammo conservation, depending on how you do.